Hey Scorpio, hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name's Justin. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I use tarot as well as various other means to channel messages and provide guidance. Um, I briefly looked at some of your astrological transits, mainly for the beginning of July. It's currently June 29th, 2024 at the time of this reading. I do ask for all my readings to be timeless though, so whenever you see this, you were meant to see it. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But as I was looking at your transits, the beginning of next month, it was talking about how you could be reevaluating a friendship and just one that has gone out of balance. You could be giving more than you are getting in return. So this could mean that you just need to have an honest conversation with this person to restore balance, whatever that means, whatever that takes for your situation. So I'm just going to pull an oracle card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck just to see if there's any additional message or any message that needs to be seen for Scorpio. We got the Mountain. It's funny because the last reading I did for Cancer, this was at the center of the card. So maybe that could be another placement of yours that you might want to go look at that video and see how that lines up. That could be an additional message for you to hear. I'm gonna just pause this while I read from the guidebook, just because it's kind of long. I just kind of want to meditate with this energy, but I'll be right back. So after reading from the guidebook, it was just really talking about how the mountain can have two different sides to it. There can be a light and a dark side. I mean, there's a yin and a yang to everything. Um, so it can be uplifting. You can really like feel like you're accomplishing a lot as you go up the mountain, and this can really be fulfilling and rewarding and expansive. Um, but it can also be isolating in its dark aspect if you let it create like an inflated sense of ego, of self-importance. It can create a lot of isolation. I think that's why you have like the person inside of the cave, um, which is like lit up because it is wonderful, like what you have manifested, but without anyone to share it with, what's like the real point, you know? If it's all just for yourself. Um, I mean, I kind of feel this pretty deeply too, because um, through my recovery, which I'm almost at 14 months now in a few days, being clean from everything, um, I have really distanced myself from a lot of people, which has served its purpose. I know I've talked about this before, but um, I've realized recently quite a bit, I mean, for a while now, that I need to get myself out there more. But for reasons I'm not really going to get into at this time, I've kind of cut myself off from a lot of potential relationships. I'm not pursuing anything romantically for my own reasons. Um, so yeah, I don't know. That could just be something that someone needs to hear if that is part of something. Also, I am seeing like the purple and the blue leading up to the green, which makes me think of the chakras. Um, you could be doing a lot of higher spiritual work with the crown chakra and the third eye chakra. Um, but this is like a message that in order for you to actually truly ascend, you need to step into your heart chakra and share this knowledge and spirituality with others rather than just kind of sitting on your throne of whatever it is. This can be like a dark aspect for us. Spirituality is people kind of just having this inflated sense of ego and self-importance, um, because of this inner knowing. Doesn't make you any better than anyone else. I mean, we're all one. We're all um, just reflections of ourselves. I heard this recently too. This could just be part of the message too. Of whenever you do something wrong to someone else, you're really just hurting yourself because really it's just another reflection of yourself. So it's just something to be mindful of. Hurting others is just kind of hurting yourself. So it's just like a higher perspective way of looking at things. So I am just going to tap into your current energy, Scorpio, and see what's going on with you. So I think you are starting to be honest in your mind space. You're starting to actually see the truth in things. You got the Ace of Swords in your mind space, um, which is all about honesty. And I think that in the past, you could have felt like you had your wishes fulfilled. And that probably is true to an extent. You've been in that energy of the wish fulfilled and you've been very happy with things. But this call to be honest has is kind of leading to feelings of just not being content with things the way they are. Um, and you're almost refusing to be honest with this cup that you're refusing to look at, um, which is leading to like a dissatisfaction with the current way things are. But this could have been from a lack of being honest with like what the situation actually is. But I think that with the death card in your heart space, um, you're kind of having a transformation in your heart about what you want in your interactions, in your like going ons, your dealings. So I think you're gonna begin to actually look at this other card of being honest, or you currently are looking at this other card of being radically honest with yourself and with others, and kind of I think you will begin to have these conversations with people. And as you begin to have these conversations with people, you're going to find public recognition. They're going to accept and be grateful that you're being honest and confronting these inner feelings that you have, or just things that have been being ignored. I think you're going to find a lot of positivity and recognition as you begin to go about this process. So, Spirit, what is an outside influence going on for Scorpio at this time? So you could be feeling deceived. You could be deceived or being deceived. Um, and then you could also have another person in your life that is calling you to be honest with yourself, because that Queen of Swords energy is that person that just is always honest, like to a fault. But this is a great thing to have. Sometimes we need that in our lives. And this is a very powerful person, or energy rather. Um, just this radical honesty and seeing through deceit and lies. This could be a person that is seeing through these deceits. So yeah, that could be an outside thing going on, and this could be causing you to actually look at things honestly. This person could be affecting you to take an honest look at things and really tap into your own energy with the death card being in your heart space. The death is associated with Scorpio. Um, but I think, like, again, with this theme of light and dark, I think if you step into your true, authentic light energy of this archetype, the Scorpio archetype, this can bring true, real transformation and new beginnings and just wonderful experiences. But this is going to take work and letting go of maybe false senses of security you've had. Um, yeah, and then with the darker aspect, this is just something to be mindful of. But I think the kind of the dark side of Scorpio can be like manipulation or kind of bondage in a sense, living in these darker energies. And that's just if you're living in, darkness. This isn't a knock on Scorpio energy at all. I love the Scorpio energy. I'm Scorpio rising. Um, I think it could be truly a transformational energy, and it's really a good energy that needs to be incorporated in us. Um, so yeah, I think this is just a call to really evaluate your current situation and know that it will work out if you are honest with these people and have these heart-to-heart conversations. So I am gonna just pull a self-care oracle card just for an example of something that you can do for self-care, especially as you are having these heart-to-heart conversations with these people. It can be intimidating, but I think actually doing so will be rewarding for both you and the person involved or people involved. So we got health checkup. This is actually something I was thinking about earlier myself too. Uh, it's kind of been brought up a few times, but just this idea of needing to get your annual health checkups and like see, just stay on top of that. Stay on top of your health. I know with me, this is why I was thinking about it. But I've just been overworking myself. I have two jobs and I barely had any time, or barely have had any time to get enough rest even, but I haven't been doing my yoga at all. And even though I've been really wanting to, and this is kind of manifested into me, um, I like took a step the other day or yesterday, like took a wrong step or something, and it like messed up my back, my upper back, and it's just like this piercing pain. So I've been kind of dealing with that since then. So it's been helping doing some stretching, but I feel like almost a wake up call from spirit or my higher self to incorporate these self-care routines before it becomes an issue. So this could be something for you to be mindful of as well. I think as you um, begin to do these self-health checkups, self-analysis of what's really going on, and actually incorporate these self-care practices, it's gonna have a ripple effect into the rest of your life, and it's gonna make this situation a lot easier to deal with if you're coming at it from a place of feeling healthy and happy. It'll just make it a lot easier to have these hard conversations. Um, and then 8 could be a significant number. Um, that's kind of like a blessing from the universe. That's kind of what I'm getting at getting right now. So yeah, that's what I have for you right now, Scorpio. This is really just an energy check-in. I will see you in the next new moon reading, and if not, I will see you in your next reading, which will be a 3-month out reading. So yeah, until then, take care, and I wish you the best of luck with the situation. Thanks, guys.